Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to, well, the middle of August, and welcome to your August angel reading. I love to do these mid-month check-ins with the angels just to see how we're doing and how we can transition into that next month. I want to say seamlessly, but with the least resistance possible. And this month is no exception, especially with Mercury in retrograde. It adds a lot of, it just has a lot of everything. Fortunately, on the 28th, we will be going direct. We only have one more retrograde that starts in November, which is gonna, well, it's a lot better than the 4 we've been dealing with for the past couple of years. All right. That said, let's see what the angels want to share. I do have the Angel Tarot. It's not my favorite, but it's working until I can find my favorite, which is probably the one I'm working on slowly but surely. Then I have the Angel Inspiration Oracle, which I absolutely love. And then we have the Angel, or Healing with the Angels Oracle. All right, let's do this. Let's see what the angels want to share with you guys for the month of August into September. And it's crazy how quick we are already into the latter part of August. And I always find that the latter part of the month goes quicker than the front. If that makes any sense. It's just like the years. The first... It's usually until, you know, June-ish, it seems to really be slow and sloggy. And then all of a sudden, time seems to pick up. You know, it really doesn't, but it just feels that way. So we will be into September before we know it. And, well, diving straight into the fall-autumn season that's going to be coming in at the... well, around this time in September. The Hermit. Followed by the Nine of Wands. I love the Major Arcana and the Court cards, but the Ace through 10, it's like they gave up. And anytime I have decks like this, where the pips from Ace to the Ace from 10 are like this, where they just give you the different, well, tools, pentacles, wands, whatever. When they just give you the number like that, it just feels like they gave up. It's like the creativity well dried up or something. I don't know, but that's just how it feels. See, look how amazing that is. The Fool. Also don't like the little lines, the Angel of whatever. That's not needed. I'm very particular. I know. The Devil. You guys are getting some big picture pieces here. Yep, the World. Okay. So you guys have, out of 5 cards, 4 of them are Major Arcana. The Nine of Wands talks about, it says determination, but that's not what it feels. And that's why I think that it's, honestly, I've thought about cutting off the cards here and just taking that off, because to me, these are never 100%. This feels like exhaustion, exasperation, frazzledness. And yeah, let's be honest, 2024 has brought some serious life experiences. And then we had some pretty tough retrogrades. And then there's just always been something on top of it. We had some weird solar flares, and there's just a lot that's been building and storming. And that exasperation, it's real. The angels are identifying, this is how we're feeling on the everyday. However, on that bigger energy level, let's look at how we can bring that to the end. The World, it talks about endings and beginnings. And what's more, it talks about taking that time to reflect. Things are going to change, so let's reflect at where we're at, look at all those positive things, and look at what we need to release. And that's exactly where we're at. And we do want to get rid of that frazzled feeling. It's been a lot. The devil, well, he's adding to that frazzled. That lower vibrational self has been, well, harsh, heavy, gunky, trying to keep you in your safe little box, even though that's not what you need and want. And in this picture, it's hard to tell, is this angel putting the chain on the puppy angel or taking it off? And that's something that you need to determine. This is a group reading, and both are going to be right, depending on who you are. We have the Hermit, we have the Fool. The Hermit talks about taking that time for that reflection that we so need. We started out with the reflection card, and we ended off with that ending card saying, hey, you need to celebrate those positive things. They may be far and few between, depending on your situation, but celebrate them. Look inward for what it is that you need, because only you can answer that question. Because once you find out what it is you need, you can start to take those steps forward. Sure, you may want to change a lot of things. Keep what's working and look at releasing what's not. I have tons of healings and meditations on this channel that can help you with that. You need to be focused in on those positive aspects that bring you that joy. The Fool is front and center in the middle. Having that excitement, that enthusiasm, that joy for those next steps forward. Well, trusting in the universe, knowing that in your pack, you have everything you need. You have the tools. And what's more, if you don't have them, you are going to find the supports and use your creativity to create what it is you need. Having that trust in self and the universe will go a long way in getting yourself unstuck, unfrazzled. However, you are the one who needs to do the work. No one's going to be able to do this for you. If you wait for someone to come to save you, to do that work, A, you could be waiting a very long time, and B, they're not going to be doing it the way you need, even if you give them step-by-step instructions, because it's something you need to do for you. It's amazing how reluctant we are to ask for help, but at the same time, we want someone to come in and step in and just give us that easy pass. We have work to do, and the angels are reminding us of that. We have that ability to bring that frazzled ness, that kind of false ending, to the conclusion, to a true ending. Nines bring in and can bring in kind of that false, look, here's a quick and easy, if you will. And that's what the 9 feels like. It doesn't feel like it's a support. It doesn't feel like it's something that is there. It just feels like things are getting on top of you. If you remember in the 9 of Wands, it's the man that's leaning on his wand, and he's got a bandage over his third eye, and he looks like he's gone through, a fair beating. And there are 8 wands behind him. This card can be a card of determination. However, it can be a card of feeling stuck and, well, beaten up a bit. And that's what I'm feeling from it. We need to check in to what is working, use those supports, asking for the help that we do need. Because yes, we can use some help, but we have to be the main person pushing forward and getting those things done. However, it is going to be up to us. We can't allow others to do it for us, because that world won't come to an end. Divine timing. There are things that have to happen in order to have the success and the shifting that you want. Those prerequisites must be met. And sometimes it's down to timing, sometimes it's down to that aha that we're looking for. It goes back to trusting you, and trusting in that universal energy, whether it's the God, the God, Goddess, a pantheon of gods, whatever that energy is to you, trust in it, as you need to trust in you. Oh yeah, let's be honest. Some people have ducks in a row. Things are working. Some of us have squirrels at a rave. It doesn't matter what it is. They're both right. Learn to work with your capabilities, with your challenges. So if you're a person who has ADHD, look at what helps you to get the work done. And it can be breaking it up, and it may take some time, and that's okay. We're not on a clock here. We have the time that we need, especially when we start to work with ourselves, trusting in ourselves, and starting to take those steps forward. Because when we do, that's when the universe does make it a little easier, because we've got that click, we've got that aha, and we're doing that work. Intention. Yes, please. It's probably why focus and intention are right beside each other. I was going to say, goes hand in hand. You don't have to work harder here, guys. You just need to work smarter. And sometimes adding that intention in, it can help focus you. So if your squirrels are on a rave, this can help. But it can also help you bring in the extra supports. And if you've been around on my channel, you will have heard me say intentional bathing is a game changer. Because A, you're not adding anything more in, because let's be honest, we don't need more. We're already there. This helps you to, well, be more efficient rather than working harder. Before you get into a bath, ask any and all high vibrational beings to support you in whatever you need to do. Clearing stuff out, empowering you, helping you to get the gunk and remove it, helping to get some clarity. Allow the water, take your shower, take your bath, play in the sprinklers, I don't care. But the combination of the water and the high vibrational beings, amazing. Working with the lunar cycles, setting intention when you go to bed. Again, setting that intention while you sleep, ask the high vibrational beings, so as you're climbing into bed and fluffing your pillows and getting settled, ask any and all high vibrational beings to help you with clarity, help you with getting things unstuck, help to heal and clear. And then ask them to help you remember. Before you go to bed, put a piece of paper and pen by your bedside so that when you wake up, grab that pen and paper, close your eyes and just let whatever comes out, whether it be doodles, words, just let it out. Then you can go to the bathroom. If you have a crying baby, please go see a crying baby and then do it. I won't lie, parenting adds a whole other wrench into this whole experience. Speaking from experience. But again, you can start to work with your tools. And if it is going to grab your baby and having pen and paper there, do that. Work smarter rather than harder, but intention can really help. Surrender and release. I don't know if it's so much the surrender, but I think it's the release. It's this release that we're looking for. We need the high vibrational energy to be within us. We need to raise that vibrational energy within us so that our energetical signature is one of high love and light rather than the low stuck frustration that it's currently sitting at. And it can easily happen. We can easily shift it. There's not a lot of work there. It has a lot to do with that perspective. What's fueling us? What is giving us that drive? Is it that fool energy or the devil energy? They do not go hand in hand. They're at odds with each other because one is high vibrational and carefree, while the other one is very entrapping and controlling. Happiness. Yeah. Like I said moments ago, that happy, positive energy, it needs to be coming from within. We can't embrace the externally until we have it flowing internally. Universal heart, that unconditional loving energy, that can help us to break free of some of that gunky heaviness when we allow ourselves, give ourselves that permission to embrace the love of, whether it be the angels, the universe, the God, Goddess. Again, fill in the blank on what that title means to you and start to work with it. Whether that be praying to the divine or asking the angels to help you out. You have to break the law of free will before they can step in. Archangel Zadkiel. I have some really amazing meditations with him, bringing in that forgiveness. That's the word he's using. Forgiveness to self. And forgiveness does not mean accepting or liking past pieces. Acceptance and forgiveness is acceptance of where you're at right now. It's not pointing fingers. It's releasing that toxic. And I would suggest, if this is really hitting home with you, that forgiveness piece, start with a meditation I have with Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael, where it's a cord cutting. Then I do have a meditation with Archangel Zadkiel, where it is that forgiveness piece. They can easily dovetail together, and no, you don't have to do them back to back. You can do them at your own pace. This is your experience. You need to take those steps as you need them. And finally, friendship. And now this isn't external pieces. This is a mirror to herself. Working with self more efficiently, hence the forgiveness, so that you have a better relationship with you. It's the most important relationship you're going to have with yourself. Which, again, leads us back to where we started, with the hermit. That reflection. You need to have time to understand where you're at. Please don't go into the trauma and the pain of it, but just say, you know what? It's been hard this at work. It's been hard with kids. It's been hard with whatever. Label it. Don't get into that emotional state that's adding to that heaviness. And then look at, okay, what do I need to do to bring it so that I do have that happiness? I do have that carefree excitement so that I can bring in that next chapter. Because again, like I said, this is the work that you need to do. And remember, you're not alone. Asking for the help that you need. using the tools that you have at hand to help you through so that the Nine of Wands isn't dragging you down. I want to thank you for joining me and the angels today, my friends. And I hope that this did help you to get you motivated and help you forward for the next couple of weeks. If you did like this session, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought. Let me know what that next step is for you. And if you haven't done so, my friends, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, as not only do I have more meditations and healings coming forward, we are getting into the time of the full moon and zodiac change. So there's going to be more readings coming forward. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon page. I provided a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you for joining me and the angels today, and I hope that you are able to embrace that happiness, that full energy that is right around and within you. Until tomorrow, my friends.